This is Scott, and I'd like to show you some of the interactivity of some web pages I've developed using Power BI from Microsoft. To learn this, I wanted to use some data I had some familiarity with, and for a long time we wanted to map each wind turbine, which had been done by Wayne, most of them, at Ontario Wind Turbines, so we requested the data for him, and he was kind enough to provide that. And I wanted to link that data to the contract list from the system operator, the ISO. So really this project is rationalizing these two data sets together to try and show this. Here's some of the interactivity. First of all, I built in these filters so we can turn off what isn't contracted. I've left those sites on there. Wayne did a lot of work to put them in, and if you're hearing of activity in your area and you want to see what they're discussing, perhaps Wayne has the turbine locations for a proposal already on a map, and it will show here if that's selected. A lot of the other queries are just to select regions. Connection type will be of interest to some people who follow this closely, because we see regular reporting, hourly reporting on transmission connected sites, but we don't see distribution connected sites at all, except in this contract data. So that tells you where they are. The connection contract status, this is as of December 31st, 2016. If you live in this area, for instance, you will know there are turbines here where it says it's notice to proceed stage. So that's some of that's bookkeeping. Some of that reflects projects haven't started. I wanted to show the evolution of the contracting. So I left on contract year. You know, the first ones were contracted in 2004, and here they are. Now I want to show a couple of things on the interface here. First of all, you can actually see the data. If you right click, it will switch to what we call focus mode and show the data here. If I expand this, it will show each of the turbine locations. And I should go back and explain that. So this is a summary level, the way the graph is presented, and the dots indicate the number of turbines at the site. But there's another level to this hierarchy, which is individual turbines. And in all Power BI, you can turn on the drill down with that button. So if I click on that, it will show the individual turbine locations. But an alternate way to do that is to use this. And this button will show all hierarchy levels. In this case, I only have 2 hierarchy levels. So that's one way of showing that. It gets pretty messy if you show every turbine in Ontario. It's a little more useful if you're looking at one area. Okay, at all times you can go to focus mode. You can see the map fuller. The data that shows will depend on the level you're at. And that is most of what I want to show. Down here you can view this all in full screen, so it takes over your entire screen. You can get a link, a web link with this button, and of course you can share it directly on social media sites with this button. That's all I wanted to communicate today. Thanks.